This of Pokuase-Nsawam Highway, it's a project that people have been complaining a lot about because if you are moving out of Accra, this is the place that you would use. Ideally, you can also go through the Ebri side, but this place is the easiest, is the fast route you can use as a motorist.
Right.
Drive here and get to whatever you want to go, Kumasi in the eastern regions to home, and go to Setre or JJT or all that. But another question that we keep asking is that will these demonstrators and back on the demonstration come Saturday? Because the minister has stated that, or the contractors, let me put it that way, has stated that some work is going on.
Yeah.
But we have one of the conveners on the line, Frank Terrier. They are threatening to embark on a demonstration on the Pokuase-Nsawam highway or road because of what is seen as the deplorable stretch. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I trust you are doing well.
I'm very well, in yourself?
I'm doing good. First of all, I want to ask you, where do you reside? Do you stay along the Pokuase-Nsawam highway?
Yes, please. I'm at Media.
Media. Okay,
Yeah.
good. Are there plans to still proceed with the demonstration as planned for this weekend?
Yes, very well. We are still on schedule for the demonstration.
If you can position yourself well, we can't hear you well.
Okay.
Yes.
Hello?
I think it's
Hello?
better. It's better.
Okay. So we are still on schedule for the demonstration on Saturday. We all heard the minister's remarks yesterday from the press conference, and we acknowledge what he has said so far. But this would not be the first time we've gotten such promises this year alone. This should be about the third or fourth promise of the reconstruction being done. So, as per our plan and then our initial conversations, we are still on schedule for the demonstration. Government should take a very critical look. I think now the road has gone beyond bad. And our voices need to be heard because citizens on the stretch are suffering now. It's gotten to the level of torture. You can't get up from the house in the morning, even with peace of mind, to go to work because every day has become a struggle. You don't even know if you'll get to work on time or not. We have gotten to our wits end, and we think the government must immediately, because we even heard the contractor has given a promise for a 6 period. Even to resurface the road, for us to even have it in a motorable manner, it shouldn't even be up to 6 weeks. At least, they are serious about doing something about it. As from yesterday till this morning, that yesterday, it's even been done for us to know that, oh, they are serious about the promise they are making. But as of now, we've not seen anything yet. So as of now, we are on schedule.
Wow. Well, if you just joined us, we are talking to Frank. He's one of the conveners on the Pokuase-Nsawam Highway, threatening to embark on a demonstration come Saturday because of the deplorable nature of the road. But Frank, I want to ask you that the contractors have stated that there is some form of work going on the stretch. So why wouldn't you take their word for that, for it, and just say, well, let's hold on this demonstration for the next 6 weeks. Let's see what happens. Then we can now move out in our numbers to protest the deplorable nature of the road.
Oh, my brother, if you are a resident on this stretch, you would bear witness us and our frustrations at this point, because it's been over 3 months now in a single work done on the road. You will find for a contractor amounting about maybe 15-20 at different sections of the road from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And after that, you don't see them there again. And these are not even major work they are doing. Some of them are just supervising, and then they are blocking access to sections of the road they've already constructed. The main road we are using now, for today, for the last 12 years or now, from somewhere last year or now, is the same route we are all using. It's only when it gets back that we raise our voices, we want to demonstrate, and you find them come and grade certain sections of the road. One rainfall has gone bad. Somewhere Monday, they came to grade from the Amasaman footbridge to where the contracted site is. Today, this morning has rained. I would have loved it if your crew or the camera can come and use that stretch just this morning and see the effect of the little downpour we had in this thing. Now I think they are actually not concerned about what is going on the road, because whether it is delayed payment, whether it is illegal issues, there are certain things that at least basic constructions will tell you that, oh, let the road be motorable even when you are constructing the road. And our problem is this: you just create one stretch from Pokuase-Nsawam, just make it a single lane that every side can use it. That is basic that we complain. Even though we will have to endure the traffic, we can even manage that for now. But after now, there is no demarcation on the road. There is nothing. Everybody has become an animal kingdom. Anyone should use whatever you find convenient for a car. And those who are using saloon cars are suffering. Yeah. Passengers who have to board commercial vehicles are suffering. At this point, I think they need to take a very critical look, and then based on the demonstration, they should come and then see that the road is actually done to ease movement of travelers and everyone.
All right, so we actually heard that the VIP drivers will also be embarking on the protest on the 18th of July. Do you think this is still going to happen?
We had a conversation on the media that some driver unions have decided to suspend their demonstration. We have not communicated with them, and then they've not also communicated with us yet, because these are separate organizations to do their demonstration. But we are they gave us assurance that they were going to join us to do our first, and then they will do this secondly. So we are hoping that they'll still join us on ours, and then if they are suspended there, maybe by then there would have been some improvements. But after now, ours is still on schedule, but we don't know.
So, Frank, if you can position yourself well again, we are getting the line is not so clear. I'm sure yesterday when the minister was addressing the press, your group members were having some conversation. I understand you're in a group that has over 1,000 members. What were some of the conversation going on the page?
So members are not moved by the comments from the minister. What we want to see now is action, not the talk, because this year alone, the minister in person has made about 3 or 4 already, and none of them were fruitful. I think that case, last to that case, he mentioned that they had spoken with the contractor over a weekend, and then some payments were going to be made, and that was when he even mentioned they were indebted to the contractor in the sum of, I think, about $45 million. So they were going to make some payments, and then immediately the contractor was going to come to site. And then after that media encounter he had, the contractor actually didn't even come to the site again till date. So we are tired of the promises. And
wow.
We are pleading with the government that at this time around, something should be critically done to the road.
Wow. So you feel it's just lip service. And so what can be done to win your trust again?
Oh, now the only thing we are looking for is for some construction done. The road should be perfect. If they are even going to fix just a single lane from Pokuase-Nsawam for us to use, then we will be okay, because that will be a problem. Now we are spending our salaries on our shock absorbers, our ball joints. People who use transport are finding it difficult to commute from home to work and vice versa, because now the commercial are refusing to ply the stretch. Those who are doing so are charging over 4 or 5 times the actual process of it, because now they won't come straight. They will load to Pokuase to Amasaman, Amasaman to Saperman, Saperman to Media to Nsawam. At the end of the day, you would have ended up spending about 50 or 60 cedis on transportation alone, and it's not ideal to anyone.
Wow. Again, from Ofankor to Pokuase, the road is in good shape because it's been done quite well. And from Fise to Amasaman, I think it's also in a good shape. Which part of the road is really the problem for you that you are so not satisfied with it that you want to embark on this demonstration?
Pokuase from Ofankor to Pokuase, the road has been asphalted, and we are grateful for that. From Pokuase to Amasaman, the road has been asphalted. We are grateful for that. But even as of now, there are potholes for the road that has been asphalted from Pokuase to Amasaman. A road that was constructed less than 6 months ago. We are hoping that the quality of work will be a different conversation. But as of now, our problem has to do with from Amasaman right down to Nsawam. The stretch from Amasaman to Sapperman has a little bit of asphalt. From Sapperman to Nsawam is now the craziest of all. You can't find any meaningful explanation for what is going on the road, because the road has degraded beyond construction. And then if he had even left the road as it was, and then he had done them in badges, maybe we wouldn't be complaining. We wouldn't be where we are now, because the road was bad, all right. Not complaining about the bad nature of the road, but if you are reconstructing it, do it in a humanly manner. The contractor has degraded the whole section from Sapperman to Nsawam, and now none of it is motorable. Everything doing there is just management. You have to find somewhere that your car will not get stuck, and then use that stretch. And
what kind of car do you use?
I use Mali, and then
come again. I didn't hear the name of the car.
Yeah, I use a saloon car, a Honda Accord.
Honda Accord. So that means you've been visiting the mechanic.
That's very low.
How often?
As I'm speaking to you, my car got back from the workshop yesterday.
Wow.
You drive the car this morning, you still see that there are still issues with the suspension and all that, because you still have to use that stretch after visiting the workshop.
And you spend how much on it when you are repairing?
The price alone will cost you not less than 2,000. Looking at the kind of car I'm even driving, because you have to replace suspension, ball joints, shafts, and then links, all that. Almost every month you have to visit the shop, because the car is not the road is not heavy of the car, but you are still paying road ready and all that. And this is facing everybody, because if you are being fair to us, you cannot use this road and pay road ready. But the government is not listening to anybody. The contractor is not listening to anyone. So we are pleading with the government that you can't work hard at the end of the day, suffer through this traffic to the house, and then the little salary we are earning, we are going to use it back to repair our cars. It's not fair to anyone.
Wow. For me, I thought that the fact that the government has given its promise, the contractors have said that you wouldn't embark on this demonstration. But let me ask you, how are your people preparing for the demonstration come Saturday?
As of now, everyone is geared towards Saturday. We are converging at Nsawam Junction Saturday by 6 a.m. We are passing to Amasaman and the contractor site there to register our displeasure to both the government and then the contractor and the piece of work being done on the road. And then we are hoping that the government will bring their eyes back to the stretch, fix the road, and in a more motorable manner, in a more humanly manner, so that we can all have a little bit of comfort.
Well, before I let you go, any final words to the government, the contractors, and people involved in the road construction?
My final comment would be, government should put in their very best to ensure that the road is fixed for all of us. Because if we are comfortable in our homes, if we are comfortable going to work, then we will be more productive. Because as of now, somebody who is using a commercial transport will get to media at 6 a.m. should get to ministry by 9 or 10 a.m., which is counterproductive. The concern we are pleading with him that even though the government is owing you, even if there are legal issues, you should put a human to it, because we are all road users. If you go to other countries and they fix their road like this, nobody would come and visit us. Nobody would be willing to visit a country that their road network is so bad. This is where international transport are applying every day. These are where visitors who come to traveling to the northern side of the country by road are all used. They should come up to the road, do something humanly about it, and it can help both us and the government. So we are pleading with the government and the contractor, and pleading with every well-meaning Ghanaian to join us on Saturday to register our displeasure. The transport unions, everybody who has a safe country, who uses this road to every side of the country. We are pleading with everybody to join us to register our displeasure to the contractor and the government to keep an eye on the road and fix it as soon as possible for all of us.
Thank you
right.
so much, Frank Tyria. Grateful for your time.
Thank you
And
very much.
it's so obvious that they are not relenting. They are still going
Yeah.
ahead to demonstrate and all
Right.
that.
And I actually understand him when he talks about, replacing car parts and how much you get to
Yeah.
spend. Like, I go through the same thing, so I understand him perfectly, and I feel his pain too. Because at the end of the day, you earn your salary, you just want to relax a bit and do something nice for yourself. It all goes back to your car
Yeah.
because you need that car for your daily
It's your leg.
movement. Do you understand? Because at the end of the day, if you say, okay, I'm not going to drive again, I probably have to use public transport. How much is the public transport?
It's
How
even
much
expensive.
how much is even the hailing apps?
Yeah.
The hailing apps are very expensive. So we have some question. I mean, we have some stuff here that we have to read from people. I'm going to
Is this a
start
sad
now.
one?
I bet you haven't seen Straight Road to Oda Road. That's one of the messages here. Another one, please, good morning. I'm Elliot from Donkwa Offing. Our roads are 10% done. Every election year, they stop after doing the gutters and leveling. No asphalt. 10 years of fake promises. We deserve better. And the last one, if those planning the demonstration cannot wait on the promise by the minister and the contractor for 6 weeks, when they were able to allow 8 years without complaint, they can go ahead with their planned demonstration. I don't think this is a fair comment, but I mean, it's your own comment, but I really don't think it's a fair comment because there are a lot of people who are not politically motivated to do certain things. It's just because things are hurting their pocket. For me, it's really hurting my pocket.
Yeah,
honestly.
East Legon helps.
Yeah.
I think if you want more updates on this, just make sure that you get the ChannelOne News app, download it, and make sure that you follow us keenly on this particular move because we'll be following what will be happening on the road keenly. We'll be monitoring all activities. The minister has said its part when it comes to the road construction. So, say, Engineer Abdullah Mahama, who is a senior project manager yesterday, spoke at length that some 6 weeks they will see changes.